big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoe.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be dreaming. Three. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike, echo. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Now Mariota. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Carolina. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready? They're waiting. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready? Y'all waiting? They're going to need some therapy after this. Check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd down, Eckler. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go one more. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some...
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
57's to Mike. 57's to Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Exit, exit. One. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, Mariota. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
49, check 49, check 49. Bang!
Throwing on second down. Mariota. And the catch made by Hopkins. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 32-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
After 7, Jaguars nothing.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On second and a yard, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
I know he was the 5th pick in the 2016 draft, but you actually could have made a case that he could have gone number 1. Jalen Ramsey, safety, corner, it does not matter. I think he's going to be a perennial Pro Bowler.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got his man, it's Eifert. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
95-56.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
We want it.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The tackle made by Dante Fowler. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. To throw is Breeze. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Once more, here's Eckler. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that?
Right there.
The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Man, I got you.
Breeze now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Mariota now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
They'll go again to Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just went into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
It's second and 8 at the 21.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Let's put him on three. Put that team on the box.
Again, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
59.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
59 mark. Check, 59.
Mariota. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Take it.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wesley Woodyard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Breeze now to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike's three. Hey, Charlie, field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch the ship. Hey.
To throw Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Pick it up. One.
Mariota to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
37. And the Packers first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike's 57. 57. Man out. 57 to Mike.
To the air again, Mariota. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Mariota now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Move. Even. 4 down. Even. 3. Mike 57. Hey, here I come.
Again, it's Mariota. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Eyes up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Jones. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tavecchio to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get point.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Box try. Game up. 58 to Mike, 58. 58.
To throw is Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
I'm scared.
First down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The second down throw here for Mariota. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Panthers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Kill. 3. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. It's going to be a long day.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Draw play, it's Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. And that's complete to Adams. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Breeze now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. It's complete to Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw, it's Breeze. Complete to Hilton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Breeze again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Switch. Wide, give